Hello Leo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And that way you won't miss any of the other readings that we do for your sign on this channel. And you can also check out any of your sun, your moon, or your rising sign placements if you want to get a more dynamic picture of what's going on this week. So let's get into it for Leo for this coming week. What is the message coming through? What is it that you need to know? What is on your mind? First card today is a Princess of Cups. All right, let's put this potential person into some context with our Dove and Serpent spread. And that is, of course, as always, going to include this mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, whatever you want to call it. We are going to just put that right there. We're not going to look at that until the very end. So stick around to the end of the video because hopefully that will tie everything together and, you know, give us that confirmation that we're looking for at the very end. Okay, so what I see first of all is, like I showed you, this Princess of Cups. Now, I'm wondering if this isn't, another person in your life. I'm thinking maybe a younger feminine energy, maybe a water sign person. If you don't know their astrological placement, that's okay. Not a lot of us go around knowing everybody's sign. But this is somebody, I think, who is very deep in their feelings. They have a lot of depth to their feelings and to how they express those feelings, right? So I think that this person is either in your life now or coming into your life. It feels to me, and based on some of these other cards, that this might be a new acquaintanceship, maybe a new relationship or a new romantic thing. And I'll get to some of the reasons why I feel that way, but I think this is the person that's in your life, or this is kind of where your energy this week is focused. It's on this person and whatever kind of dealings, whatever kind of relationship you have with this person. And I know I get comments, oh no, here's another relationship reading, right? But again, as I always say, I'm not the one coming up with these messages. I'm just the conduit. I'm receiving the messages from the cards, from these images, and I'm just conveying them to you, okay? And again, I don't know if this is a romantic thing. I am leaning towards it being so because in the recent past we see the Lovers card. So this kind of, you put two and two together, and I think this is what we get. It still may not be a romantic relationship, but I think it's somebody that you have kind of made the conscious decision to unite with, to partner up with, to, it could be a business thing. Could be something that you've recently come into this connection with this person for business reasons, but it could be romantic reasons as well, right? Let's not deny it. It could be that. Okay, I can hear the groans out there now. Everybody thinking, oh, another relationship reading on Dove and Serpent Tarot. But sometimes that's the way it rolls. And what I also like to say is that nobody is an island. So even if this reading takes a shift and we start talking more about finances, and I'll tell you right now, there are some cards here that indicate there are some financial, energies, issues that are also here this week, okay? But everybody has relationships, right? No one is an island. You have someone out there somewhere that you interact with, right? I think we all can safely say that about ourselves. But this, I think, may be a romantic situation with this younger water sign person. And again, if they're not a water sign person, it's somebody who is very expressive with their emotions, right? Almost on the verge of being a little bit melodramatic, but I think that they're really expressive. They don't really beat around the bush. They don't veil their words. They're very direct, very straightforward with how they feel, okay? And we also see crossing your path this week is this Star card. So I think that maybe if this is a potential relationship for you, if it's maybe not something that you've entered into yet, but you are still considering making this, like I said, this conscious choice, this intentional, willful decision to enter into a partnership of any kind with this person, I think this is the week that you get that certainty. you have that flash of insight, you have that gut feeling, you get that revelation, you get that intuitive knowing, right? That light bulb kind of goes off above your head, and you know what you're going to do. You're able to make your decision, right? So this may not have happened quite yet, but I think you're aware. If this is resonating with you, then you know this is in the works, and it's something that you kind of are already kind of mulling over, right? So I think that this is in the works, and this decision, this kind of conscious, intentional choice is going to really have to happen soon. And again, with this star card, I think you're going to be getting the last bit of information that you need. You're going to be getting that sign or signal from the universe that's going to help you make your choice. All right. Now, in the near future, the immediate future, what's going to be the result of this kind of energy? Well, we've got the Princess of Discs, or Pentacles. So this is abundance and success and fruitfulness and productivity and manifestation on every level, right? So I think that this partnership, this relationship that you're contemplating, or that presents itself to you, that you have to make this decision about, whatever the details are. I think that this is a relationship or a partnership that is really going to have tremendous results. I think it's going to have very good results on the physical plane, probably in terms of finances or in, this physical connection, right? Some physical results. But I think it's going to be a very productive, a very fruitful connection on the emotional and intellectual planes as well. Okay? So with this Princess of Discs, it's showing that there is a lot of benefit from this partnership. And again, it could just be a business thing. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's going to have a deep connection. It's going to have some kind of like far-reaching benefits, right? Some real tangible results and benefits, and the emotional and intellectual satisfaction and success. Like that component will be there too, right? So chances are it's romantic, but for all those people out there that don't like the relationship readings, this could just be all business, okay? I hope that makes some of you happy out there. Now, another reason why I think this might be a business thing is because down here beneath the surface, on the bottom of the path of the dove, we see an Ace of Discs. Now, the Ace of Discs is something that's going on beneath the surface. This is like the seed that you've planted in your unconscious mind for this kind of tangible, practical, financial success, this on the physical plane, on this earthy plane, right? You've planted this seed of success. So I think that this is showing that a lot of your energy lately, probably for some time, right? Maybe, the last several months, you've been very much focused on manifesting your career goals, your financial goals, your goals on the physical plane, and maybe finding the right romantic partner for you. Maybe that's been on your plate as well as kind of just, one of those goals that you have to just add to your success, add to your happiness, add to your fulfillment on the physical plane, right? In this manifested reality. So I think that you've been planting the seeds of that for a long time. And so when we then see, going from the Ace, when we see in the future to have this Princess of Pentacles or Discs, whatever you want to call them, this is that manifestation. Okay, so we start with the seed planted in your unconscious mind. This is like your intention to manifest all of your dreams, all of your goals, all of your desires, right? What does success look like to you? You've planted this seed, and now you're actually getting that manifestation via this Princess of Discs. Okay, so I really think that it is going to be this kind of a flowering, a blossoming, a coming to fruition of this seed of success, of intention that you've been putting forth, right? And the next card that we see on the path of the dove here, this is at the top of the path here, and this is a Seven of Wands. This is kind of representing the whole reading in a nutshell. I think that a lot of this is kind of in the opposition to what we saw here. This was you setting your intention for the kind of success that you want in your life, right? Putting your intention out there to manifest the kind of life that you want. and what success looks like to you. But then on the conscious side, because this is kind of the unconscious level, right? Just what's going on beneath the surface. But what is going on kind of above the surface in the external world or in the conscious world is this feeling like you're really up against some tremendous odds, right? I think that this is reflecting a recent feeling of kind of not achieving what you've set out to achieve, right? That there's just been some blockage, there's been some obstacles, some roadblocks. It seems like the odds are kind of stacked against you, right? And anytime we get this Seven of Wands, I always say that this kind of pressure, this kind of tension, this feeling of being up against these odds, or having the game kind of balanced against you, may lead to some physical manifestations, right? Some fatigue, some exhaustion and tiredness, some achy joints, some muscle soreness, maybe even some back issues, right? Back pain, headaches, something along the spinal column there, right? It's usually that's the kind of feedback that I get from people when I talk about this Seven of Wands, that it really does manifest as like an aching kind of back pain. And a lot of the times it seems as if that is primarily psychosomatic. Now, I'm not a medical professional, obviously. So seek professional care, right, for all of your mental health, your physical health, all of that. Go see a professional, right? This is a tarot reading. I mean, come on. But the feedback that I've gotten from people is that the Seven of Wands, when it shows up, is usually associated with some kind of back pain or headaches and that feeling of being fatigued. And it seems like in this case, it might be in that kind of juxtaposition, that kind of counterbalance to this intention that you're setting in the subconscious mind, but in the external world, it seems that there's some kind of a blockage, something that's preventing you from setting that intention in the external world, right? Or for manifesting that intention from this seed that's been planted. But as we see with the horizontal axis here, this partnership that you're coming into seems to me like it's going to result in this really tremendous success and the blossoming, flowering of this seed that's been planted, right? Does that make some sense? I don't think I'm explaining this very well. So it looks to me on the path of the dove that there is some choice that you need to make for this partnership, but the partnership seems like, it feels like to me, that it's going to be a very wonderful opportunity for you to manifest some of these goals, objectives, desires, these intentions that you've been setting, right, for yourself, to manifest what it is that would be the hallmark of success for you. Okay. Now with that, we're going to move over to the path of the serpent, because we see some more interesting cards here. We see, first of all, I guess we'll start here with the High Priestess. This is in the position of your general energy, your overall energy. And this, again, is you with this openness, this readiness, this almost like surrendering of your personality, surrendering of your earthy self, right? To receive that divine influence, to receive that blessing, that grace, that intuition that we were talking about here. Okay, so this is the readiness for that, the High Priestess. This is you're kind of waiting, and you have your arms open, you have your heart open, your mind open, you're ready to receive, right? And then this Star card, this week, I think you're going to be receiving this. This is going to be a confirmation, I think, both of the partnership with this person, all right, whatever kind of relationship this is going to be or is, but then also a confirmation of this, this intention, this seed that you've been planting to manifest your goals, manifest your reality and your success. I think you're going to be receiving this confirmation this week, right? And it could take many different forms. It could be a series of synchronicities. It could be a flash of insight. It could be, a religious experience, a mystical state. It really could take any form. But I think that's coming, and I think primarily because you are open and ready to receive that, and then also because of this. We said this was the obstacles that you're up against, the odds that are stacked against you. And this is you feeling, in some ways, that you yourself are not strong enough to handle all of this, right? Or to break through to the next level, to get through these obstacles, and to really achieve this manifestation of your success, right? But what this high priestess is coming to tell you is that you are indeed strong enough to do this yourself, because this divine energy, this grace, this epiphany, this aha moment, this flash of insight, this spiritual experience is coming from you, right? It's going to be drawing out this power and this confidence and this energy and this spiritual light from you. So it's not coming from something external. Okay, but it is your tiredness and your, almost like you're surrendering, right? It almost feels like you're really up against it, and so as a last ditch effort, you're on your knees and you're just opening yourself up and you're just saying, look, I need some sort of guidance. Give me a sign, a signal, right? And I think that's what's coming. And now that might sound a little too mystical, a little too hocus pocus, but I really feel like this is coming from your deepest self. Okay? And then to further that sentiment, we also have the Emperor card. Now, the Emperor card is showing this force and fire, this confidence, this assertiveness, this authority really is coming from you. It may seem like it's coming from something external, or it's a synchronicity or an omen or a sign that happens in the external world, right? But really it's your soul, it's your mind, it's your psyche, it's your being that is receiving that message, interpreting that sign or synchronicity, right? And it's kind of, in a way, you projecting that, or these deeper unconscious parts of yourself are projecting that. And then your conscious mind is there to receive it. So it really is, and even to myself, this sounds a little bit too mystical. But I think you understand what I mean, right? I'd like to think that we're on somewhat of the same page here. Leave me some comments and let me know how you feel about this, if this is resonating. It's late here. I'm tired. I don't know really where we're going with a lot of this energy, but I'm just trying to express it the same way that I'm receiving it myself. Okay. But this really does feel to me like it's this Emperor kind of energy that's going to be brought out of you. And this is a really strong, powerful energy. And it's the kind of energy that is, again, it seems like it's coming from somewhere else, but it's coming from your own kind of unconscious self, right? That kind of infinite storehouse of power and energy and force and fire that you have, right? And this is what is going to really knock down whatever these kinds of obstacles or this feeling of having the odds stacked against you, right? That's not going to matter to you much anymore once this Emperor energy comes forth. Okay. Now, the next card that we see is, again, another card that is kind of taking us down this road of it being a career, employment, financial kind of situation rather than strictly romantic. Okay. The romance could be part of it, too. I don't want to say it's not. But we also have here the 10 of discs or pentacles. It seems like there's a lot of these earth cards here today. And I think these are really important because this is showing that all of these intentions, all of these will, buds of your will, all of these desires and goals and achievements that you have, these unconscious seeds that you've been planting, are going to come to fruition. They're going to be made manifest. And if this is that intention, that idea, right? You're planting the seed for success. This is you creating the success, and this is that success fully manifested, right? And again, the discs here, the pentacles, these earth cards, aren't just about physical coin, physical money. It is physical coin, physical money, but it's also every other type of manifested accomplishment, achievement. The key word here is wealth, right? And, the first thing we think of when we hear the word wealth, we think of finances, we think of money, right? Physical wealth, monetary wealth. But there's a spiritual wealth, there's an emotional wealth, there's an intellectual wealth, right? And I think these earth cards, these pentacles, really do embody all of that energy, not just the the physical, tangible, dollars and cents kind of energy, like the physical matter, right? It's also more subtle than that. And I think that it really reflects the kind of success that you're looking for. You're not just looking for financial fulfillment, right? You want the emotional fulfillment of life, the satisfaction, the joy, the connection, the love, the romance, and also that spiritual fulfillment and connection, being true to yourself, knowing your purpose, and fulfilling your dreams and your goals, right? And that's what I feel here for you. Now, the final card on the path of the serpent here is calling us back to the beginning with this Princess of Cups, okay? And the Princess of Cups, it's kind of the daughter of the court cards, right? The youngest, kind of the lowest kind of energy. And this final card is the Queen of Cups. It's like the mother. It's like pretty high up there in terms of the levels of energy, right? So it feels to me like it's really going to be a maturing of this person, this initial person that we were talking about. If they are the ones that you are needing to partner up with this week, if this is that connection that really gets all of this whole ball rolling for you, I think that this person has their own path that they're on, and I wish that they would come and watch a reading for their sign, because I'd be curious how these kind of intersect, right? All of these readings, because in the more long-term outcome, the long-term future, it feels to me like this person's really going to grow with you. Like it feels as if they're really that kind of perfect match for you, and they're going to be helping to bring all of this energy out of you, but at the same time, they are going to be going from this, like the lower kind of energy. I don't like using higher or lower, because that implies a value judgment, but there's no value judgment here. It's just kind of the hierarchy of energy, right? Going from this younger, more immature kind of energy to this really vital, really strong-willed, really self-possessed, really mature kind of water energy. And that's just, full of love and compassion and empathy. And it really feels like the two of you are going to be going on this path together, right? And it feels like this association, this energy combination is as much for your benefit as it is theirs. So it really is like you're both just kind of raising each other up. And that kind of, it's hard to explain what I feel in words, because these are the two really strong water cards, the really strong cup cards, right? And this watery energy is just kind of beyond words. It's just a feeling. It's all about the feeling, the connection, the intuition, right? And, I think when if you don't already know this person, when you do meet them and you do interact with them, I think you'll understand what I mean. When I say that they are kind of at the beginning, they feel younger or more immature in their emotions, in the way they communicate their emotions, or the way they feel things intensely. But that intensity of feeling is something that's going to grow and mature until it becomes such a powerful quality, right? And I think as the week goes on, you'll understand what I mean when you interact with this person. We're going to move on now to this mystery card, because I'm curious what this is going to reveal to us about your week. It seems, a lot of stuff going on in your week, but that's how readings like this work, because there's never just one thing happening in your life, right? This is a snapshot of your entire energy right now, and it looks to me like you've got a lot going on, right? It doesn't seem like there's just kind of one thing that you're focused on for an entire 7-day period. No, there's a lot of energy here. But let's see what this confirmation card. I wonder if this will be the Empress, because I misspoke a few minutes ago. I said the Empress, I meant the Emperor. This could be maybe some more cup cards. I think a 6 of discs or a 6 of cups would be beautiful as this kind of connecting link, right? But let's see. Wow, okay, so we've got the Universe card. We've got the Universe card. This could mean a couple things. It could be saying that hey, there's a delay on something here. All of this is going on, but it's going to be happening a little bit slower than we thought. Okay, it seemed to me like this was something happening very quickly. That might have just been my own personal bias, though. That might have been my personal opinion that I put into this reading, because there's no indication that things are really going to be moving that fast. There's not a lot of fire cards here. The fire cards that we do have are mostly related to effort and assertiveness and strength and vitality and the authority, right? The confidence going into all of this, but not much to really show the timeline or the speed of any of these events. The other aspect of this Universe card could be more of a general confirmation saying that, look, you're going to have this wonderful wealth, right? Beyond belief, this really tremendous success on every level of your life, right? And then with the Universe or World card, this is kind of confirming that and saying, yes, you're going to have, it's going to be like out of this world kind of success, right? So this is kind of reaffirming to me, but on a higher plane, this 10 of Pentacles, and showing that it really is going to be like the world is your oyster kind of a vibe, right? So if we thought there was going to be success with this card here, I think the success is going to be 100-fold what we could even conceive of or dream of, right? With this World card, I think the world really is yours. I think you've got this. And anything that you've set your mind to, any intention, any seed that you've planted, I think is going to come to fruition in a most wondrous way, better than you could have ever imagined. All right. And I think that's really exciting. I'm very excited for this extended reading. So we're going to do a couple more cards, see if we can pull out any other messages for you this week. If you want to become a member to this channel, you can click on the link down in the description box. This was your weekly tarot forecast on Dove and Serpent Tarot.